winding down the end of another successful long week on a Sunday night, and I figured I would drop a vid on something I've been thinking about for a little while. I just want to say thank you to everyone who tunes into my content. I recently reached 1,000 subscribers, and I was taken back at the fact that 1,000 people would have interest in listening to me talk and give my opinions and my thoughts on matters dealing with relationships and the condition of the interactions of the sexes today. But I was sitting back and I was thinking about something that I've dealt with and I've heard some other people talk about happens once you come into the red pill. When I first got to the red pill, I thought this was going to be some earth-shattering, mind-blowing thing that was going to give me a roadmap to some pot of gold or some prize, or it was going to give me the cheat code to life and the cheat code to women and all this kind of stuff that I had all these preconceived notions and expectations of what life was going to be once I took the red pill and really digested it. But the topic of my video today and what I want to talk about is what I've come to realize is the prize you get for taking the red pill, you survive. Because I didn't really know that I was on the road to destruction before I came to the pill. I didn't really understand how things worked. I had this dream and this vision of the life that I was going to live, the life that I was going to lead, the life that I was going to achieve. I had a vision of one day meeting a woman and starting a family with her and marrying her and having a wife and having a couple of kids and having the house, the dog, the picket fence, the Leave It to Beaver type of life. I was going to live like my grandparents did, stay together forever and then, die in each other's arms and all these kind of things. And that was my thought, because I had been conditioned and programmed to believe for so long that, women love men the same way that men love women. And if you just find the right woman and you avoid the wrong ones, that you could have a good life with one. And y'all would be happily ever after, and things would be good, and your relationship would grow, and y'all would start doing things together. And I was sold this dream by the media, by women that I was around my whole life, by social media and all these kind of things. Because y'all know, just like I know, if you flip on your social media, you see these people in these so-called happy relationships, and they're doing all this stuff together, and they're taking all these pictures together. But y'all know how relationships are behind closed doors, because some of us were those people at one time who was posting all this stuff on social media with our so-called partners and putting on a front to society about how great our relationship was and how wonderful things were between us, when behind closed doors we was fighting a war at all times. So I just had to get to a point in my life to where I was just an acceptance that, the thing that the pill provided for me was a survival mechanism. And it gave me the ability to survive and to, not fall victim to the matriarchy and to gynocentrism and to the traps and the snares of, putting myself as a ward of the state and putting myself under the spell and under the control of a woman who at any time, just take the rug out from under me. And if I had children with her, that she could just, leave me for no reason other than she's not happy, which we all know women aren't ever happy anyway. And they don't stay happy if they are happy. And she could totally ruin my life and upend me. And I know you might have a lot of people say, well, you don't have to worry about that because you're not wealthy, and women wouldn't even care about doing that to you because you don't have a whole lot of stuff and everything like that. But let me tell you something, man. Women see potential in people. And a woman will marry you and put a plan together when she knows that you may not be rich right now. You may not have a lot right now, but she can see your potential, that you're smart, that you're hardworking, that you're diligent, that you're disciplined, and that one day you will be really successful. And they'll lie in wait. They're very patient. They're like cats, man. You know, a cat will wait at the mouse hole. He won't run up on the mouse hole and scare the mouse and all of that kind of stuff like a dog will to try to catch something. A cat will sit there. It will look at the mouse hole. It will wait for the mouse to come out and wait for the mouse to think it's safe and then pounce on it. And you got to understand, man, a lot of these women are operating out here like cats, man. They'll sit with you and wait for you to get successful. They understand the laws. I've dealt with women that divorced men, and they waited 10 years because they knew them 10 years, when them 10 years was up, that they was going to get max benefits from it. So it's a protection mechanism, you know. Like the red pill is like the gift you get from it, that you're going to survive. And you're not going to fall to the traps and some of the snares that a lot of men have, you know, failed through and got to a point in their life where they was made. And then after that, like everything just fell through. So I just had to get to a point to where I was like grateful that I just survived through all of this. Like I survived because looking back over my life, I realized that everything that I did and everything that I subscribed to and every move that I made and everything that I bought and all my purchases and everything like that was all based on trying to attract someone from the opposite sex to love me, to validate me, to approve me, to care about me, to be with me. And I came to the point by taking a red pill that none of that don't even matter, because that person that you're looking at, that you're trying to attract, that you're trying to get to come towards you, that you're trying to get to be with you, that you're trying to get to love you, can never do for you what you could do for them. And when I really came to the point to where I really understood that the most important lesson and the most important thing that I ever learned in my life is that women can't love men, I stopped caring about them like I did at one time. Because the reason why I did all the things that I did, and I think most of us do the things that we do, is because before we got to the pill and before we started doing these type of things and listening to these videos and, you know, observing life and observing things around us and looking at other people's relationships and the female family members that we have and all the things going on around us, like we really was under the illusion and under the spell like that women love men like men love women. But after you come here for a while and you sit back and you observe and you watch, you realize, man, that nothing could be further from the truth. You know, you look at how the opposing sexes react at the end of a relationship. Because you could take two people that have been together for 5 years, 10 years, or even over that, and they'll break up and split up. And you'll see the woman will be moved on with somebody within a week or already be with somebody before it ends. And the man will just be sitting back destroyed, you know, and he never fully recovers his life. So I'm just grateful I survived, man. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that the pill is always the easiest thing to deal with, you know, always the easiest thing to swallow, always the easiest thing to accept, because it comes with a lot of, it comes with a price. You know, the pill comes with a price. It comes with, you know, being by yourself a lot. It comes with knowing the truth, even though you don't want to look at it sometimes, accepting the truth, realizing that most people aren't really your friends. Most people are out to use you. Most people have an agenda. You know, you'll never be able to ever love a woman the way you love women before you came to the pill. You'll never be able to look at women the way you looked at women before you came to the pill. The dream that you had before you came to the pill is no longer a dream that's in reality for you anymore. And you got to start focusing on yourself and find happiness within yourself. And, you know, find love from within yourself and from the Most High and from your friends and your brothers in the red pill and in the manosphere, because you're not going to find the kind of love that you're searching for with a woman. It's not going to happen. They love conditionally and opportunistically while you love idealistically. You know, you want somebody to love you for you. And when you're looking for a partner, when you're looking for a woman, you want that woman to love you for you. But she never loves you for you. She loves you for what you provide. Whether it be material possessions, security, money, vehicles, whatever. Or whether it be, you know, supplying her with some type of feeling or emotion or sexual type of things or status or you're good looking or any of these kind of things. It's always a provisionary love on their part. It's not ever like a true, genuine love. So that's what I want to tell people out there, that my experience so far is I realize that the only prize that I get from taking the red pill that I survived, and I know the truth. And they always said the truth will set you free. So I'm still on the journey of finding truth. I know that the red pill is just the beginning of this journey, and the journey continues. And I look forward to see what the rest of this journey has for me. I appreciate everybody subbing, commenting, like. I ask y'all to like, share, and sub my videos to where this could reach somebody. And if I do this and it helps just one man not have to get his life ruined by not knowing the truth, it was all worth it. So I appreciate y'all spending y'all time with me, and I'll talk to y'all soon.